Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're doing something pretty cool. We're going to treat the Ultimatrix's evolutionary function just like a sci-fi nature documentary. We're breaking down the artificially evolved DNA sample of a methanocian, the one and only ultimate Swampfire. We're going to look closely at his biology, his insane capabilities, and his legacy to see exactly what happens when you push an alien species to its absolute limits.
But before we get super clinical about the biology, we've got to appreciate the sheer swagger of this guy's debut. You're losing, Tennyson. Maybe so, but the new rig comes with some extras. Ultimate Swampfire. What do you say, Vilgax? Round 2? Man, that iconic taunt against Vilgax instantly injects that classic Ben Tennyson attitude into the mix. It perfectly sets the stage before we drop into our formal breakdown of exactly what those extras really are.
This brilliantly illustrates the stark physical contrast between a standard methanosian and the ultimate evolution. Standard Swampfire, he's essentially a pliable, walking plant entity, but the Ultimatrix fundamentally hardens this design. Ultimate Swampfire becomes this huge humanoid tree composed entirely of heavy, petrified wood. His body shifts to a dark brown color, totally trading in that flexible plant matter for a rugged, heavily armored exterior.
Now here is where it gets truly fascinating, his unique biological fuel system. Along that petrified wood frame, he grows these gooey blue shells. You've got 3 on each arm, a massive one on his back, and a smaller pod right on his front where his face actually peeks through. And these shells house an organic, blue-colored gel-like solution of kerosene napalm. This isn't just an aesthetic change, guys. This volatile biological kerosene acts as the absolute core fuel source for his significantly evolved abilities.
So the crucial point here is that by igniting that kerosene gel we just talked about, his fire generation gets a massive upgrade. He generates blue flames that are intensely hotter than regular Swampfire's fire. We're talking about flames so hot they can easily melt right through solid brick walls. And get this, even disintegrate Petrosopian crystal projectiles entirely in midair. Plus, he can channel this intense output straight through his palms to achieve pyrokinetic jet propulsion, which grants him limited flight capabilities.
And he doesn't just shoot streams of fire, he creates literal explosives. He can pluck firebombs right off his arms to throw as lethal projectiles. But to really understand the sheer scale of his destruction, let's break down his cluster bomb attack. First, he shoots a massive cluster directly from his hands. Then, in midair, these clusters separate. Finally, they detonate individually over a remarkably wide area. This rapid tactic just blankets the battlefield in lethal, overlapping explosions, hitting his targets incredibly fast and incredibly hard.